attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. Times another drink and I'll go anywhere. The way you smell, like a flash in the universe. You are illuminating. I don't really care about the people in the bar line. I don't really mind all the who goes doing stage dives. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. Told you I could never let you go. I'm not so sure you believe me, but if I mean to show you, I will never let you go. No, 'cause you don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me.
I'm focused. I've been watching for the omens. I've been listening to everything you said. It's been running through my head, locked and loaded. I got the feeling that you know it. Yeah, I've only just begun. I won't stop until it's done, till you're broken. So welcome to the fire. I'm the one with the light. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. So welcome to the fire. Welcome to the fire. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. So welcome to the fire. I've been waiting for this moment, the final battle of the chosen. See, I'm never gonna quit. Got my legacy set in motion. So welcome to the fire. I'm the one with the lighter. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. welcome to the fire. 'Cause the bigger they are, the harder they fall. You build your fortress and I'll climb your walls. You got your armor, but I see your flaws. So welcome to the fire. I'm the one with the liar. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. So welcome to the fire. Welcome to the fire. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. Bigger they are, the harder they fall. You're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. Just take a bite and see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. All the people wanna go with desire, like the streaming with the fish in the ocean. Stay away, never come under fire. They will never ever show an emotion. I never dreamed of getting in the action. Life moves with all the surprises. I never dealt with chemical reaction. It comes down to this day. You're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. Just take a bite and see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. All the people wanna get in the circus, trying hard to keeping up with the Joneses. Everything is kind of trouble and purpose, and you're lying in a bed of roses. I never dreamed of getting in the action. Life moves with all the surprises. I never dealt with chemical reaction. It comes down to this day. You're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. Just take a bite and see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. You're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. Oh, I feel I like the way I got up from the start. I was under pressure. I feel I got away. It comes down to this. Yeah, you're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. Just take a bite and see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow. To follow. To follow. Yeah, you're gonna be a tough.
Yo! What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday.
Wednesday.
What's going on,
It is
everyone?
Wednesday.
Chat is lively as always. Good to see everyone.
No kidding.
Jason, John, good to see you as always.
Good to be back. Thanks for
Yes.
having
You as
us.
well, sir.
Yes, yes. And then Jason, you and I survived Snowvid, so we are thawed out.
Yes,
John is
yes,
John
I
is
am-
starting to get thawed out. Yes. Yes.
Just starting to, yeah. But I'm used to it, so you know.
Yes. Oh, welcome everyone.
This is getting to be a thing.
It is getting to be a thing, a regular thing. So, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Happy Ignite. And Patrick's not listening, so that's fine. There we go. We go.
I thought it was you that didn't listen to him.
It goes both ways, like any good marriage. Yes. So there was a thing today, a little thing called Ignite. It's been going on, and they had some yesterday too. The good stuff was today, though. I would argue. At least the stuff we talk about is today. That's the stuff I care about.
Unless you were in your Oculus, yesterday.
Yeah,
which I was.
Microsoft Mesh. Yes.
Pretty cool, I gotta say.
Yeah. In fairness, the announcements actually dropped Tuesday, so that was there. So the blogs went out. I was happy to see those, and then a rune session was about an hour and a half ago. So if you were able to catch that, he kind of dropped some big announcements. And then Priya had her session that was available on demand, and then there was just an Ask the Expert session that just ended. So we made sure to not overlap with that. If you can hear a dog barking, that is our little new puppy. He is loud.
Aww.
The only dogs this microphone will pick up is my large 200-pound Great Dane and the little puppy. No of the other dogs, even the Rottweiler, microphone won't pick it up. But the little puppy, he is it's ear piercing. It's insane. And it sounds like he's dying, but he's just playing. It's fine. All right. So if you're not familiar with Jason Himmelstein and John White, they have a little podcast called the BIFocal Show. You can go check that out over at the BIFocal.show website. You guys do weekly podcasts, right?
We try.
Yeah, I was going to
Most
say.
of the time, yeah.
Most of the time.
We average about.
We're not as
50.
regular as you.
I wish I was regular.
And they give the best t-shirts.
I love that t-shirt.
Best t-shirts.
Yes, that
Holy
is
smokes, they have the best t-shirts.
Yes.
I'm proud of my
I
t-shirts.
wore mine
We've got a
today.
great t-shirt.
I wore mine today, and right before this, I was eating dinner, and poof, I spilled stuff all over it. So.
What? He'll send you another one.
Yep.
Send you another.
No, it's okay.
I love that
It's
shirt.
okay.
The problem is that
I love that
there
shirt.
are in-person events right now to give them out at. So
Yes. So they have boxes.
They're so
of
soft
shirts. They are
and-
very soft. I love. That was like my travel shirt when I got on an airplane. I would wear that shirt because it was so comfy. Yes. So yeah, let's. So first, I have to do this because I've been holding on to it, and I promised our friend Reed Havens over at Havens Consulting. He sent me a little something. He's been wanting me to open it on a live stream. It just hasn't had an opportunity, so I'm gonna do it right now. He sent me. I technically did actually. Chatmaster C did this, and I yelled at her from across the room like, "No!" But so anyway,
So this is an unboxing.
it's an unboxing. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Throw that over there. I don't know what it is. Maybe Patrick.
curious.
Maybe it's like $1 million, and
$1 million
I doubt
dollars.
that. I doubt that. All right.
It's well
are
wrapped.
you sure this
It
is
is.
you're going to be able to show on air here?
This is how we roll. We do it live. You know, Patrick, you didn't use the bleep button last Saturday, so I'm just gonna open a package and not know what it is.
Hey,
Johnny broke Patrick last Saturday, so look, it's a little. Oh no way! Look at that. Not that you
What
guys
is it?
can see it.
No,
Here, I'm gonna go to my full camera so I can show it. So it is. Come on,
it's
camera,
not
focus.
focusing. Oh, there we go.
It's a pop figure of Reed in his wizard robe, and I was not expecting this. There's one of me.
Oh my God! No way.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And it's in my my
that's
Texas.
awesome.
It's got my Texas Millennium Falcon shirt.
that's awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's so
That
good.
is outstanding.
That is awesome.
nice.
Oh man, Reed, thank you so much. That is awesome. Oh, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. That is cool. Custom pops. I love it. Love it. All right. Now that is done, that is very cool. Thank you so much, Reed. Whew. All right. Getting all a little bothered right now.
I thought that was for the post live show, Adam.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. So Steve's like, new merch for the store. Yes, Dan, it is something for the shelf. And then Kyle said that I should find a way to list the Adam Saxton pop on the website. I'm gonna now look into that, and then we got to get Patrick one now. It's like a thing.
No, look what Nick Doy said. Look what Nick Doy said. Look what Nick said. Don't worry, Patrick.
Just make a box and put Will Smith in it. Oh my gosh.
That's
Power
hilarious.
BI guy. You know you made it when you have a custom pop. Oh, that is great. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I got to move back to
I was
you
having
guys.
fun watching us on the little screen over there.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
sorry about
I forgot to
We've
put
got
you guys back
faces
on.
For radio.
You're just
We've
looking
told
at me.
you this before.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, boy.
Video isn't our thing, you know.
Yeah. So, all right. So, Power BI Ignite. Let's go around. What was your favorite thing?
Well, who gets to go first?
Because
He's going to take
You guys
mine.
are
I
the
know
guests.
that.
You go first.
I'm going to go with
You guys
John
go
first.
first
because John kicked Jason off earlier, so he might as well go first. Otherwise, he's going to knock everyone off the stream.
Well, that the little price for premium per user was probably the biggest deal for from the Power BI. side. You
Wait,
think?
John, we can't talk about that. It's not public. Oh, wait.
No, we can.
It is. It is.
We can, remember?
Yay.
Doesn't that feel good? You
Yes.
get that burden off your shoulders. How long have we been carrying that thing around?
Yes.
Quite a while. Quite a
Reed
while.
just joined. Sorry,
Reed,
Reed just joined, and he missed the
Reed,
unboxing.
you missed it. Oh.
Ah.
Oh my gosh, I just killed my keyboard. Reed, Reed, I just opened it. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
We got an
This is awesome.
Making us
yours
all
and
jealous
mine.
over here, man.
Yeah, Patrick's jealous.
Uh-oh. Mr. Finland's here. We have to behave.
So Reed, if you did miss it, I think was it Nick that made the comment that Patrick can.
Nick.
Yeah, Nick said Patrick can just put Will Smith in a box and he's fine. So I sent you a thing on Twitter earlier today. I'm guessing you didn't get it. I should have texted you. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Feels like an email right here. This
Communication.
Yeah.
email. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like listening in on the conversation.
Dear Reed, thank you for
yes.
the gifts.
Yes. So the premium per user price is out. So one thing I want to so Chris Wagner I think got a little overexcited and said, "Oh my gosh, premium Gen 2 GA on April in April." And I'm like, and he listed a video and I'm like, "No, the video said premium per user in April."
Yeah.
Gen
Which
2.
uses Gen 2. So when you think about it, right?
Yes.
When you think
that was
about
loud.
it.
Yeah, it was John got a little loud there. I don't know what happened.
Sorry.
So yes, so premium per user, and Mr. Finland is here. Of note for premium per user, all those things. Chris Finland will be on the live stream on Saturday, and so he'll definitely be there. That is, I will refer to Chris as the horse's mouth, and on premium per user.
The horse is what?
Yes. So yep. So looking forward to that. Yes. All right, Mr. Jason. We got
I
premium
love
per
Jason
user.
in the lurch.
Yeah, you stole my good the big one, but the
Dan
other
is
one was
sorry,
one that
real quick.
I had-
Real quick, Jason, sorry. So Dan did comment that Priya said summer for Gen 2 GA in the Ask the Expert session. The other thing I will point out, and I caught this, if you go look at the release plan wave, Alex, sorry if I screwed that up. If you look at that, it does have embedded Gen 2 listed there with a GA date of June. That's not for premium Gen 2, but it's embedded Gen 2, so I don't know.
Which is going
I don't know.
to be after, I would think. It's been following so far.
I'm just pointing out a fact. That's all I'm doing. I'm just pointing out a fact.
Wait. Matthew beat
I did
Alex
see that.
Powers with the link.
Yes, he did.
Woo!
Matthew, good job. Good job. Good job. Chris, we were just talking about you, buddy. Matthew's excited. Quick, Matthew, grab a screenshot. Grab a screenshot. Yes. So Chris mentioned that, agreed with you, John, that yes, it's a good feeling that that's out now. The fact that Matthew beat Alex, that's a better feeling.
That is a better feeling.
Yes. All right, Jason, I'm sorry. Continue.
Are we still talking about
This is going to be a long show.
Feels like we're at MBAS now, man. Come on.
That's right, man. Oh, it's this.
So PPU is definitely the biggest of the announcements at all of Ignite, in my personal opinion. We're using it a ton already, and looking forward to it flipping over to being able to be subscribed to instead of just being trial. But one of the things I'm excited about, because I didn't know it was happening, moving from Gen 1 to Gen 2 is a really big deal. And I thought that because I'd heard different things. Okay, so I only heard one thing, that you were going to have to manually move from Gen 1 to Gen 2. That was what I'd heard early on. And the announcement that Priya made in her session was that there is a switch that you can migrate straight over, and it's within seconds. And to me, that is huge. The fact that it's going to be there for you to just flip the switch, because we have a whole lot of workspaces in a single capacity, and that's a big deal for us.
Was that in the context? I'm going to be perfectly honest. I didn't actually watch Priya's session yet. I didn't have time today to do it. I saw the highlights, like the slides and stuff. So I did see that. When you say switch, is that like a tenant thing where you can just say all premium capacities or down Gen 2?
No. This capacity is now Gen 2.
Yeah. Sorry, say that again.
It's a little switch.
Well, yeah. So in today, even when the preview came, there was just a little like toggle switch where you could just make it Gen 2.
So when you're setting up a new one, I'm talking about one that exists today.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Moving from Gen 1 to Gen 2.
Yes, that's been there since preview, since it was released. That's how you did it.
Didn't work that way with A.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the A SKU stuff.
Oh, you're talking about A SKUs. Oh, okay. You went outside of my box. Or my cube, per se.
Your cube.
Got it.
Yeah, you're a three-dimensional box.
I'm a three-dimensional box. I'm a cube.
And I, again, making the assumption that it's across all, that it'll be there. But
nice. Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we're using a lot of A SKUs, so.
Yes. I would expect you to be using a lot of A SKUs.
Oh, I know. You guys are using a lot of A SKUs. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What's wrong with the A SKU,
it's
man?
Like
you get a little more control over it.
It's just
plus it's possible to buy the damn thing.
They want to write code. They want to write code. They don't want to use graphical user interfaces. We need an API for this, and this. Oh, it's bananas. It's bananas.
So Andy, I think what Jason was highlighting was they said that will be available. I don't know if that's available yet. So stay tuned.
Right.
Stay tuned. And then Donald, great question. I've gotten this a couple different times. Cubicle. Watch some of my early videos. Actually, take that back. Don't watch the early videos. Cubicle. And then Matthew's causing trouble there as well.
That's wrong.
Ace Q.
Lance mentioned he's happy to see the Gen 2 metrics app, and I can say I spun it up yesterday.
Well, that's my favorite.
And it's nice.
You just stepped on Patrick's favorite thing.
That's my favorite.
It's
John's
great.
just taking stuff from everyone tonight. He's just taking stuff from everyone tonight.
Fortune favors the bold
that has trying to figure out problems with capacities. That was my favorite. That's hands down. Hands down. That's the best part. And
I know Lance called it the Gen 2 metrics app. It's not really the metrics app though, right? It's a utilization application. So you can see the usage, which is interesting. Like it's good. Like there's a lot of good data there. But if you're used to the Gen 1 metrics app, you're not going to have that level of data there. Hopefully you don't need it. I'm never going to say never, but but more of it's centered around the usage and what the CPU is doing. And also that's going to give you that capability to potentially do chargeback, which is nice. So that'll
and you
that'll
keep
be
it for a longer period of time.
a longer period of time.
And it's available for a longer period of time.
Yes.
Anyway.
Not 7 days.
Yep.
Yes. Not 7 days.
I think it goes to 45 right now. Is it 45 right now?
I heard 30 to 45. I don't know if they landed on the
30,
45.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
yeah.
find
You
out.
know if the-
I'm gonna find out.
You know if the data for the behind that is going to be available through an API?
So
'Cause I know somebody who could persist
You'll
longer.
be able to.
were you gonna say
I
something?
know the answer. I don't know if I can share the answer. So, John, let's talk later.
Yeah.
No,
It's gonna
no.
be
So there,
quiet.
so it's been shared
I asked
before
that
at
question
Ignite.
yesterday.
Well, no. So it's been shared before at Ignite. I know because I did the session and I got approval from Bhavik on it. It was so it's part of the Bring Your Own Log Analytics capabilities, the Azure Monitor integration.
Perfect. That's all I
It's-
need to know. That's
It's
excellent.
not going to be there, and it's kind of there's going to be stuff coming down the road, right? So it's going to come in phases. So at some point it should be available through the Azure Monitor stuff.
That bring your own log analytics, I didn't see it in the release wave document.
It's in
is
the
it still-
old. So it's in the old
Yeah.
plan, not the new one, because the new one's
Yeah.
for April to October. The old one
So
goes
it's going to be
until
before April is what you're telling me.
That would be the right thing
Yeah,
to.
okay.
Well,
I got
so
it. All right.
if we go
Good.
look, what does it say? What does it say? Let's see. Let me see. I bet you it's going to say it's coming before April or
That'd be nice.
by April. Where's Azure Monitor? Oh, I clicked on the wrong one because no, I did wave 2. That's right. Where is it? Someone's going to beat me. Let's see here.
It's now a contest. I'm not looking.
Azure Monitor integration. So that, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So it says February 2021 for public preview. That did
Yeah, I don't
not
think that's
happen.
happening.
So probably imminently.
That's why I'm asking the question, really.
Yeah. So yeah. So imminently, hopefully, maybe this month.
Okay.
So it's coming soon.
You don't know any more than I do. All right.
Now. Yep. So, oh, look at that. Alex, you did it. I made you a mod and you came up with, you dropped a link. Alex D, the other Alex. That is great.
The other Alex.
Yeah. And Chewy said on the date range, he said 45 days.
45. Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't,
Yeah, I'm looking at the blog post.
it wasn't Chewy.
It's
It was Jason.
7:30
It
and
was Jason.
45.
It was Jason.
Yeah. Yes. It's 7:30 and 45.
Yeah. So,
It's nice.
Yep. Awesome. All right. So
Adam,
Patrick,
what
yours
about
was
you?
the metrics. For me, I mean, I like the premium stuff. I'm with you, Pat. So
Yeah.
this is hard for Patrick and I because our day to day we live in like data model optimization and Dex Studio and all the heavy, deep, nerdy kind of things. So and he stole my things. So let's go with the one that I know that Matthew Roach was really excited to see. This is Matthew's favorite thing, and that's the Teams integration. Just gonna leave that there for a second.
Because he loves Teams so much.
He does love Teams. He's a big advocate
Especially
for
when
Teams.
somebody just says hi.
Yeah, just drop him a note, say hello.
I can tell you it is because of Matthew that I make sure I never, ever, ever do that. I make sure that, yeah. And it drives me crazy now also because of Matthew, because he makes me realize how many people actually just do that.
Yes.
But yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
always give a
yes.
full message. So.
Oh yes.
So let me ask you a question. Keep that up. Keep that up for 1 second.
Oh no.
What does that mean?
It means
Sake.
Okay, that's not what I thought it meant.
Yes, I
that's
know.
not what I thought it meant.
Fan
You're-
favorite scotch right
Yes.
here. There you go.
So-
Fan
so-
favorite scotch. For
so
me.
in
Fan
all
favorite scotch. Yes.
Yes. In all seriousness, though, the Teams integration stuff is cool, especially for folks that have really adopted Teams. There's a lot of stuff coming on that front. Some people like Teams, some people don't, but the integrations that are there can be very powerful for an organization. So it's good to see the integrations there and the overall integrations with Office.
I mean, it's been there for a while, but
I
the
like
fact that you can throw in a report in a tab, and then you have the comments alongside that's also in the chat. That's actually quite powerful. It goes for any type of content, but the fact that Power BI is one of those types of content is great.
I'm gonna do a massive +1 to Alex Powers. The new Power BI embedded playground is amazing. Video dropping next Thursday for that with Amit Schuster. So we got that recorded. So that's going to be out next Thursday. What are you pointing at, Patrick?
But go to his previous one. I didn't even know about this, Alex. I didn't even know about this. Thank you for sharing this. Now, he posted one before that one about, no, maybe it was after, about the new web, the page for the...
Yes.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know
what
that.
is this?
Alex.
Wait, what is this?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a community page talking about
show it.
in-person
Show it,
Power
Adam.
BI training.
Hang on. Give me a second. I gotta...
Don't put him on the spot
good.
like that, man.
It's good.
Hang on. I wasn't prepared to
he
show
could
my
do it.
screen. Wait, no. I'm good. I just didn't bump up. It was really small. So
Yeah, he
here we
could
go.
do it.
Here we go.
He could do it.
Ooh,
Get that.
here, let me get rid of that.
Ooh.
In all the training.
that.
Nice. Nice.
Who did this? Oh wait, this is on
There's
Microsoft.
paginated reporting today. That was what I was looking for.
I think
my
this is the
favorite.
stuff
It's all
that.
there.
Yeah, this is Yana's stuff. Yeah, Alex said it was Yana's. This is what Yana was doing. Yes. So
This is
Patrick.
great.
Cool.
So Patrick, that other thing that we're going to be doing, that Yana's going to be on that. So we're going to talk about this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, this is good. This is good.
This is really good.
This is good.
This is really good.
Yeah.
I like it. It looks clean.
Wow.
It's nice. It's nice. Thank you for sharing that, Alex. All right.
Yep.
See if I hit the right button. There we go. We're back.
We're back.
I don't know what Chris, I don't like that.
You know,
I don't know what that is.
I'm in.
I'm used to it by now.
You used the wrong thing.
Hey, John, we're bigger.
Apparently. Well, that's true.
Yes. Yes.
But, I mean, we are taller than them. We are taller than both of them.
We are
right?
significantly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, because we said
Yes.
right.
I knew what he was talking about.
Yes.
I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Paginated reports.
See, I didn't, but I'm behind a couple of these already.
Mr. Finland
so
is I would say Mr. Finland is a one-trick pony, but it's not true.
No,
he's got
no.
he's got at least
he's
two or
PPU
three.
too.
Yeah, he's PPU.
He picks sides and he can be a little
Yeah.
fickle.
Oh, we love Mr. Finland. He's great.
Yeah, I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah. So the
Got
big
it.
thing, and I know so the chat, when the early chat before the stream was talking about it as well, and Twitter kind of blew up. John, you mentioned that you didn't even know that was coming. Like we kind of heard every other announcement.
That was the one new thing for me.
One thing in Arun's keynote that was highlighted is the Excel Online integration, and we can now like use it with live data sets directly in the Power BI portal.
Yep.
I think
Yep,
people
which
were
is-
very excited about that.
Which, as I mentioned, is about 4 years overdue. But hey, it's there, and I'm pretty excited. Well, it's coming. I'm pretty
It's
excited
coming.
about that.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. So Win said Excel in web is awesome.
And specifically, it's Excel connected to a Power BI data set in the
Yes.
service. That's
So like your
It
pivot
just- it
tables
just
will
means-
work.
so we whatever Jason and I do the talk, we talk about all these different report types, and there's the Excel report type, of course, the PBIX type, and paginated report, and they're all first-class citizens, except they're not really, but well, maybe they are now.
Yeah. And then
They can all connect to data sets, right?
Yeah, Johnny Excel still does the whole MDX thing. So yes, that's true. But it means the pivot tables will work. So from an Excel Online inside of like an app or inside of Power BI, the pivot table will work. So it will work. It's awesome.
You won't get that awful error. Can't refresh. Can't refresh.
Yeah.
Living in Excel land. My only worry is I'm trying to pull people out of Excel land and more into Power BI land. They're going to
Excel is a relevant tool.
A little bit longer, but
So-
that's okay.
Just be gentle. Just be gentle. Just be gentle.
What's important is the
Don't
data
force
set.
them.
I don't care what the reporting
That's right.
is. The data set is the important part.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
Teresa, good
A
to
man
see
after
you.
my own heart.
Hey, T.
Another
T.
fellow Texan. So she said you do the talk, but do you walk to walk? I don't know what that was in
I'm
reference.
not sure what
actually,
she's
to.
referring to.
If it was directed at me and the whole Excel online and pivot table thing, I will be fairly honest. I don't really use Excel all that much. So in that case, I don't walk the walk. I use it occasionally, but nothing exciting. I don't know.
I think she's referring to. She's telling us, but we
Okay,
did.
probably. Probably.
We got a
Oh,
pretty
John.
cool.
John said he does the talk.
Yeah.
Nice, excellent.
No, we do. In fact, we got some pretty interesting paginated report demos coming up for our Res's Power BI Summit. So we're working on them right now.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I freaked Patrick out a little bit. Was it earlier this week? There was some time I was like, oh wait, we got to do that one talk in the thing, and you're like, wait, what? What are we doing?
Chris too.
I'm like,
Chris
it's on,
too.
It's
It
on
was Chris
Thursday.
too.
Yeah, oh yeah, Chris. Yeah, I was like, well, you guys have your talk on Thursday also. And I was thinking it was part of Ignite, and they're both of them, Chris Finland and Patrick, were like, what? Like, oh, never mind. That's Power BI Summit in April. You've got time.
Yeah. But you got to record it soon.
It's got to be recorded sometime in March, right?
Does it?
Yeah. It's.
I
in the
guess
next
we should
week
look
or
at
two,
that.
yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna have to look at that, Patrick. Yeah. So yeah, going back to Excel, so we don't get depressed on the whole thing that we've got to record a session now.
That way.
Yes.
So aren't you glad we reminded you?
Wait. Oh. I think Matthew meant Adam
That's
has
great
some
news.
great news.
I hope so. That just needs some punctuation.
Yes. And then yes, Chris, I'm sorry.
Did we break Patrick again?
No, he said. Never mind, you guys. Oh my gosh! All right, let's get
dear.
Let's get this train back on track. What
Oh dear.
what other
warm
other
in here.
announcements? What so I'm gonna throw it out to chat. What was your favorite thing from Ignite or the announcements or what were you excited about with regards to the Power BI announcements that happened? I'm curious. Maybe there was something we missed. So, Chewy, too much cervezas. No, that is not a true statement.
Is that possible?
Yes.
Uno mas.
Uno mas.
I'm getting T-shirts made, by the way, Adam, for the next in-person event. Just so you
Uno
know.
mas.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice.
Yes, someday.
So Johnny asked if the smart narratives thing was new. No, they came out a little bit ago. So that's been out for a little while. So it wasn't
that
part of the
October?
Ignite. I don't know, man. Time blurs for me now. I have no concept of.
It's been in preview, right?
Yeah.
It's really cool stuff.
Yeah, so the there was something that came out and I was just like, oh, that came out like 2 months ago, and it turned out it came out like last March, like a year ago. And I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know. Everything is blurred with all the lockdown stuff and not traveling, and so I have no reference points for like when things come out now.
One thing
Not
I noticed
traveling.
about Ignite this particular one is it seemed the production value went up a notch. I don't know about you.
Well, so
it was like watching a TV show the whole time.
The reason
really,
for that is
which was good and bad.
yeah. Go ahead, Patrick.
No. Hang on.
I have a comment to the production quality. Okay, Patrick's leaving.
Go ahead.
Mute your keyboard clickies. So the one thing, so with that Ignite last year, and then also Business Application Summit, so that was right when the lockdown happened. So they didn't even let Microsoft Studios really do stuff. This time they loosened that up a little bit, so that's why they were allowed to go into the production studios to record that stuff. That's why it looked much better instead of like webcam-ness.
The talks were all very short, kind of boom, 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 and it was all chop, chop, chop. It was. I think it's probably better for the online world. But I still prefer the in person by so much. I was impressed with it. I think the production quality was anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm
ahead.
really excited about Power
I could tell.
FX.
So it doesn't have anything to do with Power BI, though,
It has
right?
nothing to do with Power BI.
Right, because I kept hearing them talk about it's across the entire Power platform. No, it's not.
So what?
But it's
what,
Excel.
Not Power BI.
Yeah, well, it's like Excel.
It's everything that's in the Power Platform Admin Center, there, John. Everything that's in the Power Platform Admin
So
It's like the Power Platform Admin Center.
So what threw me off though is I think it was to the MVP alias was Will Thompson sent out the announcement of it, and that threw me. I'm like, wait, Will's sending out what is this? And I'm reading it, and I'm like, it has
But it's
nothing to
got
do with
power
BI.
in its name.
But that's what he was telling us.
But it's got power in
it
its
doesn't have
name.
anything to do with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Power BI is not really part of the Power Platform, right?
It
It's not. It's not.
It is.
It's
It
not.
is.
It's not. Look what Kyle says. The entire Power Platform. Power BI has never been part of it.
Look, the way I look at it is
the bills, right? And just
anyway.
It's sort of part of the Power Platform.
It is part of the Power Platform. It just
Yeah, I know, technically.
Power BI is like the beast in the room, right? It's
sorry,
Matthew's comment.
Reed's comment is
Reed or Matthews.
no Reed's.
Power BI is just
Both.
Winamp running in Excel. It really whoops the llama's ass.
Oh my gosh.
Matthew's making a big announcement. though.
Matthew is
making a big announcement.
Yeah. Yes. Oh boy.
He's making a big announcement.
So,
Oh my god.
hang on a second. I had a tweet, or not a tweet, a tweet.
Okay.
So Andrew made a comment here, and I'm curious, Andrew. So you said you were underwhelmed by the announcements. What would have overwhelmed you? What were you hoping to hear? I'm curious. So I hear a dog in the background. It's not mine.
That's my dog
Okay.
upstairs. He saw either a coyote or a deer. It's one of the two.
Yes. Also, Chris Hamill's out there. Chris, how you doing?
Hey, Chris.
He had some
Chris?
pet issues the other night, so it's okay now. But yep. All right. So where am I? I need to go back and see.
So let's talk about the underwhelming comment for a minute, because I think it's. I'll give a perspective on it. Yes, there's a lot less that's being announced, right? But some of the bigger stuff that was, Microsoft wanted to get out there, with Microsoft Mesh and all of those things, they wanted a bigger stage, So my concern with it, being a member of the community, is when we get back to in-person events, are they going to try and do this twice a year, or is this just because we're in virtual?
Yeah.
Because the need to try and bring the community together, I think that's a positive thing. I think giving people an opportunity to come together and making that announcement early on last November or September, whenever the first virtual Ignite was a bold statement. Hey, we're going to do this again because we're not coming back to in person, so we're going to do something. So when you put a stake in the ground, you got to do something. So even if it's underwhelming, it's still good to see that which is being brought out, and the fact that there are announcements to be made, even if there are only a few per category. It's still nice to have an opportunity to be able to see that. Personally, I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to get the book of news from Microsoft of what's all being announced, having a bunch of stuff bulked together. And maybe, like Viva got announced a couple of weeks ago, but they had a whole bunch of sessions on it here. where, they didn't have as many sessions leading up to this, but it was, hey, we're making this big announcement. There's some stuff that we could talk about, and we're going to tell you more at Ignite. And hey, we're going to tell you some stuff right now, but we have other events that are coming up that we're going to tell you more stuff at down the line. So personally, was it underwhelming compared to the in-person Ignite where 20,000 people storm, Harry Potter Castle, Hogwarts, whatever?
I missed that.
Yes, it's underwhelming. Sitting
You
in
remember
my
that?
house, where my
I
kids
remember
were in
parts
the other
of it.
room instead of me being at the bar with you guys, it's underwhelming. However, it's still good to have an opportunity to come together. And
What are you doing, Patrick?
hey, oh, sorry.
Well, I don't want to
He's giving
talk
us his
about
Ving Rhames
Harry
impression.
Potter.
Oh,
I
by
don't
the
want to
way,
talk about Harry Potter.
he hasn't
and
been there
Ignite.
yet.
Andrew did respond. Yeah, he hasn't been there. Andrew did respond. So he said they already use premium capacity, so the PPU is not applicable to them. And
So, Jace, you might have
also-
something to say about that. but
also,
yeah.
also,
Yeah, I got stuff to say about that.
he said the next release wave came out a few weeks back, and so that covered quite a few items today, so they were already knew about it. So the one thing I'll add is I will say there are a lot of people that don't look at those release plans. Even like the customers that Patrick and I work with, like we have to introduce people to that all the time. And so this is more of a, it's another amplification of what those announcements are. So we've got the blog, we've got the actual Ignite conference, which gets a lot of attention, especially from like the news industry. You've got the release waves that come out as well. So there's a lot of different things that come out that talk about that. So, but yeah, I can see if you're already using premium capacity and, PPU's probably not really targeted for you. And that was kind of the big, I would say the Gen 2 in general, and then PPU, I think were the big things for Ignite. So
I tell a story about PPU personally from a development perspective. I have development teams that are building, all sorts of cool stuff in Power BI at EY that, are doing this cool things, and, trying to get a new capacity spun up sometimes can be cumbersome inside of larger organizations. Maybe in smaller organizations, it's not, but, having PPU as a developer of Power BI reports and trying to be able
POC,
to do
spin things up.
all sorts of linked entities and data flows and paginated reports and all of this really cool stuff, having the ability to have a workspace that is PPU where all of the people who have PPU can come in and do the testing and all of that, and then move things into production in a premium per capacity. That's a DevOps story that's worth telling, in my opinion.
No,
Yeah,
and,
if you care about governance, you're going to jealously guard your capacities, and you're not going to let developers anywhere near them. But PPU solves that. So even if you use premium, I can certainly in a large organization, I can see use for it. That's basically what Jason's saying. And he's grinning and saying,
Wait. Fly Teresa's comment on the screen. Please fly it on the screen.
Reese's? Like Reese's? Teresa. Oh, so you said Reese's.
Teresa.
Oh, yeah.
So am I, Teresa. So am I.
It's like a playground here. I'm telling you.
We were just talking
Dibs.
before.
I got dibs on my room in the house anyway, so whatever.
I don't even need
Jason's
a room, man. I just
been
need
here.
a chair. I just need a chair.
Yeah.
I don't need a room. I need a chair.
You want to be here in
I
the
have a
summer.
pink chair in my
trust me.
house.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
no
love
one
coming in
cares
winter.
about governance.
Matthew only speaks truth.
Governance.
Matthew only speaks truth.
But back to PPU. It fills a gap too, right? So you think about small companies that can't afford to pay $5,000 a month for premium, right? They just cannot afford that. It's not in their budget, but they can afford $20 for the 20, 30 people that work for them, and now they can take advantage of all the features that you guys outlined. So I don't know. It's really exciting. I don't want to say exciting because Chris likes it a lot, because Chris Finland is all excited about it. I just don't want to be excited about it because he's excited about it, but it is. It's really exciting.
I have a good question for Chris Finland on Saturday. I'm going to save it. So you have to come watch the Saturday
Maybe if I
stream
would
for
have
me
worn
to
my
ask the
Paginated
question.
Report Bear T-shirt, I wouldn't have gotten as much of the doghouse here.
That would have bumped you up a
I'm doing
level.
wrong here.
That would have bumped
You
you
would
up
have
a level.
been,
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for Saturday, my friend. Stay tuned for Saturday.
Yes, I have a good question for Mr. Chris Finland. We love you, Chris.
Well,
We love you.
we're interviewing
Yeah,
him
we
tomorrow
love
for
Chris.
for next week's podcast, though. So
Well,
we'll try not to wear him out for you.
You want to talk to me anymore? Like
Yep. So one thing that no one mentioned, and I'm going to assume because maybe no one watching this stream necessarily cares about it. Again, another favorite feature of Matthew's, the VNet integration stuff was announced.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
moving on.
I've got customers who care about that. I just
No,
I don't like
good.
it.
That's important.
You don't like it. What don't you like about it?
I don't know. If you're designing for the zero trust stuff already, do you really need it? I mean, it's to satisfy
You just don't need a
IT guys
gateway
who just
anymore.
want to lock everything down. But yeah,
Well, but so a lot of the customers that I work with, and this isn't necessarily the data sources are limited for it, but if you have to deploy the gateway, you've also got to have a VM associated with it.
yeah.
So this lifts
but
that
the
burden.
Yeah, but the need to even put the gateway in there in the first place is born out of some level of paranoia that I don't think is legitimate.
Not necessarily.
But, yeah, maybe. I don't know. But
Let's take that offline, guys. Let's take that
had a
offline.
point there. let's do,
Well, no, we're talking about a topic I care about now.
well, one of the things Chewy says, what's the difference versus gateway? If you can eliminate gateway has limits, man.
So
It's
the
got
VNet removes
data,
the need for having the gateway.
right. Yeah,
So-
for that scenario, yeah.
It's using similar technologies under the hood to facilitate the data movement piece of it. But now you set up the VNet from an Azure perspective, connect your Power BI premium capacity. That's also probably the other reason why people aren't really commenting on it or saying that's their favorite feature. But that's you set it up to the premium capacity, and then in the gateway management screen where you would normally select the gateway to use, you'll also see options for the VNet that you configured. So you say use
VNet.
that instead of the gateway. So now you don't need a gateway, you don't need a VM with the gateway sitting there. Potentially multiple gateways if you've configured a cluster for redundancy. So. Yep. And then Alex feels my pain. He's had 3 VNet conversations already this week. I'm waiting on another conversation he's going to be looping me into, or that was for private link, not for VNet. I don't know. Either one. Private link too. So lots of focus on security because we had the security event recently too, where a big push on security with Power BI. Lots of good stuff going on that front. So. And then Matthew, no, I don't know that you've ever really been vocal about VNet stuff, just because I think the conversations we've been on, there's been other very vocal people on those calls that I don't know that you ever necessarily had a chance to express your feelings.
Matthew apparently is not big into governance either. So
That's true.
we should have Matthew on the podcast to talk about governance. sometime,
we
John.
really need to. It's overdue.
Yes. Especially the Jason's favorite topic of the Power Platform Admin Center.
Yeah, let's have a show on that.
So that's actually where you have to configure some of those things. So, by the way. Yes. So, all right. And then Nick is asking, well, why don't gateways auto update? I have a standing flow. Well, so I don't know. But if you get a VNet, you don't need that. So you get a VNet. Everybody gets a VNet.
Why do gateways have data size limits? That's my beef. But anyway.
What do you mean by data size limits?
Row size? I can't remember what it was. It was I sent you the
there's
ticket
direct
on
query.
that.
There's direct query limits. Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was
Yes.
direct query limits.
There's a few direct query limits.
It's for it was a composite model. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I gave you
in the
some.
way.
That is
Just
problem.
don't use direct query.
Greg had a very important question. Can we use PowerFX to configure VNet? No, because it has nothing to do with Power BI.
But gateways across the Power Platform, aren't they?
Yeah. So interesting. Nelsify said 2-hour upload limit on non-premium. Also, I don't know what the also was for, but so that's for a refresh. Has nothing to do with the gateway. That's just a hard limit in the service, and along with the 1 gig limit, that has nothing to do with the gateway. That's just a limit of Pro. And so if you need PPU, and maybe he's referring to PPU, like that's a good benefit of premium per user, because that was a premium item. So yeah, yep. What? Still on version December 27. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I ever told this story. I went into a customer.
Hey, if it works, it works.
I went into a customer and they were doing a training. They asked me to like a full day training, and they just asked me to come in and do like a wow them for like 30 minutes. And so I just showed them like all the new features. And I think this was it might have been the May 2018 desktop at the time. That was the latest desktop, and it had just come out. So I'm like showing all these cool things, and they're like, "Excuse me, why am I not seeing that feature?" And I'm like, well, this one's specific. It's a preview feature, so you have to go turn that on. They're like, I don't see it there either. What build do you have?
Oh no.
Are you on the May build? You're like, yes, I'm on the May build. I'm like, well, what's it say next to it? 2017? And I'm like, oh, okay, you're a year behind. Because they had a corporate policy of they could only have things that have been out for a year, and so Power BI Desktop was a year behind.
This is why I don't work for a large
really
company.
Good CTO right there.
Of note that policy changed, and desktop is updated more frequently at that customer now. So, yeah. And Alex sharing the love of the Power Platform Admin Center. So go check it out if you're using gateways. You can limit gateway installation. So that is something from. But again, that's the governance thing. So Matthew doesn't know anything about that. Yes. Yeah. Chewy said he's kidding. He's kidding. So all right.
I got nothing. Win. I got nothing for you.
Stop it with the links,
wow.
Powers. Yeah.
What's up, Patrick? You were gonna say something.
So the last time we did this, there was lots of like conversation and things we could talk about. And somebody commented, "Hey, it was kind of underwhelming. What else do we have to talk about? We got 12 minutes left. What do you got?"
I shaved today.
Point.
So there's not a lot of new announcements.
Well, but that's okay. And then Reed, thank you for.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing
for becoming a supporter, buddy. Appreciate it.
We didn't talk about auto scaling very much.
I can't believe we did not include that.
What would you like to talk about there? Oh,
how it works.
And then so now Chris has spoiled Mbaz in the chat. So
dang it.
Oh,
Chris.
has he?
Yeah, he spoiled Mbaz.
Ooh. ODBC supported.
That's right, Matthew.
Sarah said yes. Talk about auto scaling. John, go.
Oh, I was asking the question. I wasn't providing the answer. No. Well, it's interesting. I mean, I've just been exposed to the metrics app, and I'm looking at it going, ooh, this might hurt. From an auto scaling standpoint,
you can put limits
this whole concept of foreground versus background processing, and that's in the new Gen 2. It isn't just well, I was thinking
it's
PPU,
premium
it's
Gen
not.
2. It's not PPU.
Yeah, yeah, but it's interesting when we talk about the premium per user license. It's not going to be subject to any of that stuff. So when you're doing a cost comparison, and if you're going to get auto scaled a lot, if you're hitting because you get auto scaled, you're paying money for 24 hours, right? It's not just for that 1 hour, which would be a little easier to handle.
Yeah. So once you get the core, it's there for 24 hours.
$85 for the day, right? Or $84, whatever it is, something like that.
85.
And if you're scaling a bunch,
Canadian, remember. That's
well, it's good. It's $175, right?
Yes.
But if you're doing a side by side and you've got a similar number of users, and you're not worried about multiple sharing, or PPU might be a better option.
Patrick?
The
shouldn't
senator
live in
from
auto
Texas
scale.
would
Yes,
like to
yeah,
call
that's
on
a
the,
good-
on the good man from Atlanta,
Patrick,
please.
Patrick, you have your hand up?
Alex was reading my mind. This is why
Yeah.
you should optimize your stuff.
Oh, so I was
Right.
on.
You learn.
Yes.
You learn from your mistakes, right? If you hit that auto scale and pay $85 or forever, however many days you pay for it, you don't just say, okay, well, I'll just pay for this. You go back and you look at what's causing it to auto scale and you fix your stuff.
Yes.
Well, you know what it is? I'm looking at our stuff. All of our RLS reports just kill it. They're killing the CPU. So I got to go have a look at that.
Is your model
I
good?
just learned this yesterday, right? What's that?
Is your model good?
I think it is. I mean, it's not me building it, so it must be.
RLS is a tough one.
Yeah,
RLS is killing
a
it.
tough one.
It
No,
can.
Yeah, it's
all
a
the
tough
rest of
one.
it is
That's a tough
nothing. There's nothing, and all of our RLS reports are just off the charts. So, it makes me wonder. I think I got to have a look at that anyway.
So and Alex,
That was my
Alex-
first impression.
Really great point, though. Like the benefit of auto scale is not to live that way forever.
Yes.
So I work in a
It is a
tax
good
business. We have a spiky season and we have a quiet season, and the idea of being able to have auto scale for the quiet season. So maybe again, I live in the ASKU world most of the time. I live in maybe in the off-peak season, I need an A2 with auto scale turned on and keep an eye on that so that, what's going on. But when it comes to busy season, I need an A6, right? Because I'm generating a whole bunch of paginated reports and outputs are going crazy and all of that type of stuff. And I'm doing all sorts of RLS views, things like that during that peak season. But being able to manage that appropriately, but turning on auto scale means that people aren't hitting the wall where it's stopping them. And they're not getting anything out, which is what happens today. So that's, for me, it's absolutely huge to be able to turn on auto scale. And, we're going to get a notification when we hit auto scale, right?
Mhm.
Hey, look, I finally got on Chris's good
You've
side.
redeemed yourself, apparently, in Mr. Finland's eye. I also want to add, though, I mean, prior to Gen 2, we were completely constrained by refresh times. We were scaled according to, how much, because we got a lot of huge models. And when Premium first came out and the ASQs first came out,
what do you
there was the
consider
guidance.
huge? What do you consider huge?
For you, okay, never mind. But 10 gigabyte, that sort of thing. That's fairly large, right?
How many rows?
Yeah, I know. It's not. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Off the top of my head,
Continue.
But
Ask him before he has the second old fashioned next time, dude. Come
But
on.
it was yeah. This is the third. It was refreshes that were killing us, and refreshes are no longer even a consideration. We don't even need to think about that, and that
You don't even think about it. You don't even think about
awesome.
it.
Yes.
It's awesome.
You don't even think about it.
It's awesome.
You don't think
That's
about
sold,
Yeah.
John.
So now
That's sold, John.
we can drill down on what, as you mentioned, what the model's doing. Maybe RLS, maybe we're doing RLS wrong. I don't know, or maybe RLS is not the right tech. Maybe we need to change the approach. I don't know,
Yep.
but it's
So,
at least I know more about it.
I want to dispel a misconception about Premium Gen 2.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a call with a customer, and their comment was, I'm so excited about Premium Gen 2. This means I won't have to waste any time on all of that optimization and best practice junk. And I may have embellished that a little bit.
I guess they're going to have one. They're
I think
gonna
you're
have one big
paraphrasing.
flat table with
Yes.
as many columns and strings and oh my god.
So my comment to that was you still should care about those things. So if you think about Premium Gen 2 or Premium in general, like there's still physical hardware there, right? It's not like some mythical code base that just magically materializes resources. It's much better. Premium Gen 2 is way better than Gen 1. But there's still like some physical hardware. There are limits, right? You could absolutely, hit a limit if you tried. And so you've got to spend time in optimizing and think about those things, especially a data at scale. Like you've got to pay attention to those things. Otherwise it's going to be a bad day. And as Patrick says, it'll show you your ugly baby.
It will show you your ugly baby really fast.
Yes.
So
right.
before we go, we're running out of time.
I know. Kyle had a good question also.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for Kyle.
Okay.
Go for Kyle.
It's going to completely change the topic. It's going to completely change the topic.
I don't care.
All right. So Kyle said, "Why? Any thoughts why object level security didn't get any attention?" Was that what you were going to say? That's what you were going to talk about. All right. See, Patrick and I are on the same page.
This is what I was going to talk about.
Yes. Come on, man. Don't leave me hang. There you go. All right.
There you go, man.
There you go.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's a good point. And I just learned about this thing the other day.
It was announced. It's there.
Yeah.
Object level security is
that's
there.
part of why.
Wait.
Just saying.
What?
It just came out in preview. It's one of those things.
It was one of the announcements.
Mm-hmm.
It was one.
It was announced with
Yes.
the desktop.
Today or yesterday?
The question is, why did it not get any attention?
No, there was a blog. Hang on, I've got the link ready. I do have the. It came out. I think it came out today.
Here's the question.
It was yesterday or today?
Here's the question. Go and configure it.
Yes.
Go for it.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And then
Okay.
I want to talk about it after you guys get it configured.
I can configure it.
I didn't say you couldn't. I didn't say
Okay.
you couldn't configure it. Of
Yes.
course you can.
There's two
Of
options.
course we
to
all
configure
can
it.
configure it. But you're gonna go, what the? Because I did it. And I'm like, why didn't they? Why isn't it just easier?
Come on, give it to us.
Anyway.
No. Hang on. Give us a French toast. I want to hear it. Come on.
What the French toast? That's not efficient. What the French toast?
Oh, whoa! You got a button
What
for
the
that.
French toast? This is bananas. See, look at Alex. And we all know Alex digs in everything. Look what his comment is.
Wait,
I'm right.
Patrick's-
It's not
wait.
trivial.
Alex is a power query guy, so I don't know that counts.
Yeah. Well, all right. It is not trivial.
So,
it is not
so also
trivial.
just
It
highlighting
is
Kyle.
not
Thank you
trivial.
for the super chat to fund Patrick's beer fund. He doesn't need encouragement in that area. And then Andy, thank you for the super chat. French toast, baby, all the way.
He's a better looking koozie, that's for sure. But
That's for sure.
All right. So yes, object level security is there. Oh, Heidi just made a comment here. I think talking to Patrick's point. Is this what you're referring to, Patrick?
3 tools to get one
I don't,
outcome.
Heidi, I don't think Patrick is on the same page. I don't think that's what he was talking
Yeah,
about.
I
Based
don't
on that
either.
reaction,
I am on
don't
the
think that
exact
was
same. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's craziness. It's crazy talk.
Oh, this is a good question. So Patrick, Nick asks, what's the most obvious current use case for object level security? Is it worth the effort?
It's an excellent question.
It is absolutely worth the effort. It comes up. We've been talking about this with some of the most strategic customers at Microsoft. I have data. I have tables and columns I don't want people to see. So now, before, I had to create 2 reports, sometimes 2 data sets, because I can't even give them build permissions on the data set because I don't want them to accidentally use that sensitive. They don't need to see the financials of the company, right? I don't need them to see the financials of the company, but they need to see other data that is part of that data model. What do? I build 2 data models, right? And I maintain 2 data models and 2 sets of reports. Now I can say, hey, Adam can't see any of the revenue from Guy in the Cube. So I hide that column that contains all the revenue from Guy in the Cube in
True
one
story.
data set. He can sign in. He can see everything else, but he can't see the revenue. It's perfect.
story.
It's worth the effort. It is absolutely worth the effort. It is absolutely worth the effort.
So
anyway.
from what you're saying, it shouldn't be called object level security. It should be called column level security.
Well,
You
it's
got
more
row
than that.
level, you got column
Well,
level.
you can do it on
I do
tables.
get that it's more. It's tables.
It's
too.
tables
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So,
But that's the concept. Is row? Well, why don't we call row level security object level security too? Then, really, when you think about it,
rows aren't rows aren't technically an object.
depends on how you look at
Rows is data.
Yeah.
Rows is
data.
data.
Yeah,
Rows
it's
are
an
data.
instance.
Or is it rows are data?
It's an
Oh,
instance,
data.
which
I don't
could
know.
be an object. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway. All right. So
Yes. So yeah, the good comments.
I wonder if it has the same impact on performance in.
Yeah. So
It does. It does.
So sorry, Reed. I know Reed tried to drop a link to BI Elite's video on object level security. Reed, you weren't a moderator, so the link failed. Hey, Alex, can you do that real quick, as Dan suggested?
Hey, Alex. Hey, Alex.
Yes.
It's 8:30. Dang it.
Yes. Have I seen the beer
That's a
patches?
great comment, Matthew. That's a great
All right.
comment, Matthew.
Oh my goodness.
Especially when we're in person at conferences and he goes,
Oh boy.
"Oh, we'll just pay for this."
That's because I hang out with Jason and John.
We have never claimed to be good influences
Yes.
on anyone.
No.
Thank you, Alex.
That's not a thing.
All right, everyone. So hopefully, if you haven't seen Arun's session at Ignite, please go check it out. Check out Priya's session as well. Get all the up-to-date on all of the information that was passed out. Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Time, 7:30 a.m. Pacific, and we will all, just thank Chris for getting up that early. Chris Finland will be on here talking more about some of the announcements. Specifically, if you've got questions around premium per user, some of the upcoming paginated items that he has teased multiple times, feel free to get those questions ready. I've got my question ready. Actually, I have to remember what the question was. I need to write stuff down. I'll remember.
Yes, please write
I'll
it down.
remember.
Please write it down.
So, all right. So we are ready. So Chris, we'll see you Saturday morning. See everyone else on the interwebs, and please join us Saturday morning as well. Thanks everyone for hanging out with us. See ya.
Take care.
Take care.
And you better believe it. Just think about it, see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow. All the people wanna get in the circus, trying hard to keeping up with the Joneses. Everything is kind of trouble.